Very soon, sales will begin for Fahid Island, which is located in a strategically important spot between Yas Island and Saadiyat Island. And what's very important is that this location is just 5 minutes away from the future Disneyland. I hope you've heard the news. If you're following the United Arab Emirates market, it was recently announced that a Disneyland will open here, which will be the largest in the world. Friends, this is very important news for anyone looking to purchase real estate here. And now I'll show you a model of our apartments and of Fahid Island itself. All the main information, the location and the sea itself you can see in this video, which will be pinned at the top. There I explain everything in detail and even walk right along the sea. You can see how gorgeous and crystal clear the water is there, and these apartments will be located right on the first coastline. So let's go take a look at these houses together now. There are 7 houses. Sales will be starting very soon. Friends, if you're interested, write to me and we'll help you find exactly the apartments you need. So look, these buildings here, they look similar to the Mamsha project on Saadiyat Island. This is one of the very first projects which started around 2019. Also, right here we will have a promenade lined with cafes and restaurants. There is a similar promenade on Saadiyat Island at Mamsha. Crystal clear turquoise water, white sand, and very high quality sun loungers. It's a resort-like atmosphere where you can simply spend time, for example, come here in the winter or rent out these apartments for a good income. So here we will have a beach club where you can also spend time. It's still not known exactly what it will be. At the moment, friends, there are no details at all, including the price of the apartments. I have a rough idea of how much the apartments will cost. If you're interested, write to me and I'll tell you whether it's a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom apartment. I do know that this will be branded apartments. The entire design here is overseen by the world-renowned architect Kauchi Tadama, acclaimed for his work inspired by nature. His task is to create a visual and emotional connection between the residents and the sea. 30% of the island consists of green areas. These are parks, gardens and natural trails. Imagine there will be 15 kilometers of pedestrian trails and 7.5 acres of greenery per 1,000 residents. So essentially every residence on the island will be within 250 meters of green spaces. This will be amazing luxury branded apartments right on the waterfront. Imagine this is a really great location between Yas Island and Saadiyat Island.
Friends, I have great news for you. I have prepared catalogs of the best projects in the UAE for you. There is real estate both in Abu Dhabi, Ras Al Khaimah and Dubai real estate. So follow the link in the description and download any catalog. Well, if you have any questions, write to me on WhatsApp.
Overall, Fahid Island is setting new standards for environmental sustainability. What does that mean? 3 feet 12 stars. Let me explain this in more detail now. This is very important information. This is the first island in the world to be fully certified under the Fitwel system. This is recognition of the high level of care for the health, well-being and comfort of its residents. The environment here is literally designed for high quality of life. LEED for cities and communities, platinum level preliminary certification. LEED is the international gold standard in sustainable construction, and the platinum level is the highest recognition. Such awards are given to those who implement a comprehensive ecological concept, from energy conservation to minimal environmental impact. There is also an assessment of SIDAMA. This is 3 pearls. STDAMA is a sustainable development system developed in Abu Dhabi. 3 pearls is a high achievement, indicating that the project meets the strictest standards of sustainable urban development adopted in the UAE. And overall, all of this means that you are not just investing in real estate, you are becoming part of a future that is eco-friendly, smart and human-centered. Look, here on the podium we will have an infinity pool, and there will also be stunning views of the sea with crystal clear turquoise water. So just imagine you step out and swim, enjoying life. There will be a huge stretch of beach. Look, this will be a private beach. Each residence will have its own, basically similar to Mamsha. We will also have great architecture, so to speak, yes. There will be glass everywhere and large terraces with views. Now, let me tell you what amenities will be located on the podium. The developer is truly offering an enormous selection of amenities, which will create a very high quality and peaceful experience. Each podium will have an infinity pool with panoramic sea views. There will also be jacuzzis and children's pools in the complexes. For children, there will also be splash pads. plus an open air fitness area. So it will be very convenient if you want to work out, not indoors, but outside breathing fresh air when the weather is nice. There will also be plenty of playgrounds, which will make spending time with your family comfortable. And in addition, imagine this is very important, there will be spa areas for pets, right? So this is going to be a very interesting concept. There will also be a social kitchen where, for example, you can celebrate your birthday or invite a chef. It will be very convenient. The project will feature state-of-the-art modern gyms equipped with the latest fitness technology, luxurious spa areas and expansive spa complexes designed for relaxation and rejuvenation, plus a very functional and stylish movie theater included in each project for residents to enjoy. This is also a very important point. Just imagine you can easily reserve a spot and watch a movie with your family or invite friends. Also very important are the co-working zones, the so-called meeting rooms, where you can comfortably work without ever leaving the project. Now let's talk about additional services. There will be a 24/7 gym with the assistance of a fitness trainer. So yes, if you want to work out, this is a very important feature. There will also be a 24/7 security concierge. There will be valet parking for guests and retail zones. Importantly, the developer has arranged the buildings in such a way that all apartments will have views with wide French windows. Yes, the apartments will be truly very, very bright. Now let's talk about finishing and design. Here we have Italian wardrobes with LED lighting, and there will also be built-in safes, just like in hotels. The finishes will include ceramics, engineered wood, bronze glass, and artificial stone. Residents will be able to choose between a dark or a light finish. Let me show you the scale of Fahid Island once again. This is how huge it will be. So, it's going to be like a city within a city with absolutely all the infrastructure you need. And in terms of location, the first houses would be coming out right here. These 7 houses would be the first to be released. What's very important is that they are located close to some really great business centers, although it's not yet confirmed exactly what will be here. There might possibly be a luxury spa resort. The road connections nearby are also very convenient. You can head in the opposite direction to Yas Island or to Saadiyat Island. Everything has been very thoughtfully planned out by the developer. And you see, yes, it is shown here that this will be a line of apartments. There you go. There will be a first and second row and possibly a third. On the other side, villas will be for sales and possibly townhouses as well. Again, there's still no exact information yet about what exactly will be sold here. Friends, once again, I'm showing you there will be a link right here. I am on Fahid Island, right at the location, and you can see how wide the sand is and how crystal clear and turquoise the water is. I specifically went everywhere myself. Go ahead, don't be lazy, check it out. I explain everything in detail and always make an effort to show you the projects I'm selling. Because I want my client to have a clear understanding of what they can buy. When you buy an apartment on Fahid Island, you have Yas Island nearby where all the world-class entertainment is gathered. There's Ferrari World, the fastest racetrack in the world. SeaWorld is the largest aquarium in the world. The Formula 1 track, Etihad Arena, where UFC fights are held and famous artists perform like Jennifer Lopez, Chris Brown and 50 Cent. In other words, it's a truly luxurious atmosphere. There are also 2 golf courses on Yas Island, Yas Golf Links and Yas Acres. The Rolex Series is held at Yas Golf Links. Famous golfers fly in for the event. It's got that luxury vibe, a European style with really great restaurants. There are also, imagine, 195 restaurants on Yas Island, and all of this is just 50 minutes from Fahid Island. What else do we have there? Warner Brothers is the largest theme park in the world, and it's listed in the Guinness Book of Records. Plus, there's a huge water park, so it's a truly massive, fully developed island that's already 90% complete. And again, let me repeat, it's just 5 to 7 minutes away. And in the other direction is Saadiyat Island, which also features world-class cultural attractions. There are 5 museums located there. This includes the Louvre Museum, which is already open, and the Guggenheim Museum, which is still under construction. The Sheikh Zayed Museum is almost finished as well. You'll see it now. Also, we have Team Lab Phenomenaitis museum is already open. I'll show you just how beautiful and amazing it is there. Just now he gave up. There is also Abror family. This is a museum dedicated to the unification of all religions. It includes a synagogue, a mosque, and a Christian church, so to speak. Plus, there's also the Munajat Living exhibition, and there are always concerts held here as well. So just imagine you have this location, Fahid Island is situated between 2 areas that are really well thought out in terms of leisure, lifestyle, and concept. This is, of course, a very important point. And let me repeat, there will be enormous demand for this island. And this is a very important point. Just imagine, according to statistics, in 2023, there were 34 million visits to Yas Island without Disneyland. And in 2024, there were 38 million visits. According to Abu Dhabi's plans, by 2030, they expect 39 million visits every year. And according to forecasts, if Disneyland is built, just imagine 50 million visits to Yas Island are expected. This is an incredible number that will give a huge boost and trigger not only for your residences that will be located on Fahid Island, but also for Yas Island and for all of Abu Dhabi in general. So of course, this will be a very smart concept from the perspective of the rental business. Let's now go over the apartment sizes. Our one-bedroom apartments will be approximately 92 square meters. So these are very large, spacious units, just imagine with wide windows. This is what the layout will look like. And what's very important is that there will also be sea views. There will also be a one-bedroom townhouse. It will be about 117 square meters. This is a limited exclusive lot, an interesting layout. Please pay attention to this. A two-bedroom apartment with a study. Here is the layout. It would be about 170 square meters. Here is also the layout of a two-bedroom duplex. It will be about 150 square meters. There will also be a two-bedroom townhouse. There will be few of them, 4 in total, and each will also be about 170 square meters. And for those for whom a maid's room is very important, there will also be an apartment with this kind of layout on 170 square meters. A standard 3-bedroom, here is a layout. It will be 230 square meters in size. And for those who need it, there will also be a room for a nanny or a housekeeper, a 3-bedroom plus maid's room option. It will be approximately 235 square meters. And finally, there will be a 4-bedroom plus maid room option. These will be about 280 square meters. And of course, the views here will be simply gorgeous, absolutely fantastic. The project is scheduled for completion in 2029, in the second quarter. The initial payment here will be 10%, and upon handover, you pay the remaining 35%. Overall, the installment plan is very straightforward. An initial payment of 10%, and you're buying property right by the sea. I think this is a very good purchase. And if you're interested, write to me, I'll tell you everything in detail and also explain the buying process, how to do it properly, because it really will be quite difficult to purchase property here. And now let's go over the floor purchase option. This is a very important point. Here, friends, in this project, it will be an ideal investment. Before sales officially start, we can already submit an expression of interest, which is secured with a deposit. If you're interested, write to me and I'll send you a complete detailed offer. Yes, either in these buildings here or a little further on. Right here, friends, we can purchase an entire floor. Why is this interesting? Because at the start of sales, the developer will most likely allow only one apartment per person, meaning one per passport. And those investors who want to buy in bulk, say 2, 3, 4, or 5 apartments won't be able to do that. But before the official sales launch, friends, we can reserve and choose this option. And then in the future, you can manage this business model properly. So if you're interested and willing, write to me and we can discuss everything in more detail. The sales launch is expected in about 2 weeks, give or take, so in 2 or 3 weeks. We can already start preparing together in advance. They are already accepting expressions of interest for entire floors. Dear friends, this is a very important point. Let me remind you that I have prepared catalogs for you, which can be found in the description. You can go there and download any catalog you like. There you'll find properties in Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Ras Al Khaimah, as well as on Dubai Island and Sinai Island, so options for any budget. By the way, I have just updated all the catalogs. I hope the information I provided was clear and accessible for you. As always, I did my best to explain everything as thoroughly as possible so that you have a clear understanding of what we can purchase right now. If you, dear investor friends, are interested in this project, please do not hesitate to contact me immediately because there will, of course, be exceptionally high demand and I will personally select the very best apartments for you. Thank you so much for watching and I truly appreciate your valuable time.